Welcome to Rucifail. I've spawned in at my base in Cherno again, as my usual practice is. Probably shouldn't be spawning in my actual base, but it is what it is, I guess. So I've been raided. You can see my gate's open. They've got in through the bottom of it. I quickly check my crates to see what's been taken. And I can see they haven't taken a lot of stuff, but they have taken a few things, like the mags for the M16 are gone, and a few other bits and pieces. After thinking about it for a little bit, I decided there's only one thing for it, and that's to tear down the gate completely and make it look like it was never there. A quick shout out to all my new subscribers. It really means a lot to me. Thanks guys, and your comments, they're just so great, and the support. It's really motivating me to want to make more videos. The reason I'm ripping down the gate is it'll be harder for people to find me in the future. It may also help these people who raided me locate me again with it still there. So by getting rid of it, it'll make it look like I was never here. Now that the gate's down, I use the planks and the logs to actually make some more crates, because after I've got all these crates made, I want to actually take down my improvised shelter. Taking down the improvised shelter will make it harder for people to locate the base again. If they come back, they may not know that this was the building because they may be looking for the shelter, and they may not actually look for the crates in the corner of the room. So I spend a considerable amount of time organising my loot, getting everything out of the improvised shelter, putting it into the crates, sorting out what I've got, what I want to keep and what I don't. And after all that's done, I take the shelter down. As I'm tidying up the planks, I can hear some gunshots. Decide to play it as if I would in real life. Like if I was in this situation in real life, I don't think I'd go out and chase people who are shooting. So I've decided to hide in case these are the people coming back to my base. They left a lot of stuff behind, so they may have gone and grabbed some extra bags so that they could come back. So I spend a fair bit of time just hanging around, keeping an eye on the door and seeing if they try and come back. After it becomes apparent that no one's coming, I get about my business again. A lot of people commented in last week's video that it was a bit too dark, so I'm going to boost the brightness in these videos now where it goes to night time. So you'll notice that the hotbar and all of that gets a bit bright. That's a sign that I've boosted the brightness in the video. So after I've sorted out my loot, I decide it's time to go for a bit of a look around and see what I can find. Shots sounded like they were coming from that kind of direction, so I'm a little cautious. I look out the window and I notice that the Cherno PD has all been lit up. I decide to go to the apartment block next door to have a closer look, to see if there's someone in Cherno PD, or if perhaps it's a trap that someone has set, trying to see if they can see other players in Cherno PD. Remember, it is night and it is quite dark. Slowly sneak up the stairs, just in case there's someone up here. I might be able to surprise them. Like I mentioned previously, there have been people up in these apartment buildings who I'm pretty certain were sniping into the Cherno PD. So there may be players here, I'm just not sure. I'll try and have a look around and see exactly what's going on in Cherno PD. It's very well lit up. I'm not sure how they've managed to do that at first. It looks like they've managed to turn some lights on. Maybe there's a generator or they've put lights in multiple rooms. I'm not sure. But it is very odd. I'm also then wondering if maybe there's people in the apartment tower next to me. So I'm trying to have a look, see if they're there. Eventually I noticed that there's what appears to be a fire set on top of Cherno PD, and that must be what's making all the light spread through the rest of the building. It's that light glitch that they have at the moment in game where when you're close to it, it won't light up everything, but when you're further away, it'll light up the whole surrounding, even through solid walls. So after no luck at Cherno PD, I decide to go on a loot run and I want to do some fishing. Along the way, I come across this press jacket. Press jackets are just the best jacket in the game to have, the press vest. They give you that kind of stab vest or bulletproof vest, as well as having room for lots of loot, which makes them a great vest to have. So I make my way to the, what would be east of Cherno, and I do a fair bit of fishing. I play around with the sharpened stick before I decide to use it to cook with. On my way back from fishing, I come across this box of fireworks. I've never played with one before, so I decided to give it a go. They make quite a lot of noise and there's a lot of light coming from them. So I decided to keep on running. I decided to run a fair way away from them. Looks like the fireworks have scared that chicken as well. Fireworks has attracted a large number of the infected. They're all running around trying to chase it. I'm not sure if there's something else there that they're chasing as well, or if they're chasing each other. They do seem to still be in quite a frenzy, running around after each other. Come across another box of fireworks, and I decide to set this one off in the middle of Cherno Square. I want to run up into this apartment block and have a look, see if I can see how it affects the zombies. I can probably be a little bit closer here than I was out on the wharf before. Doesn't seem to be drawing as many infected as the one previously. Starting to gather a few of them now. Then, after all the fireworks have gone off, I suddenly notice there's a survivor out there, and he's running across Cherno Square, and all the infected are chasing after him. He must have done it on purpose. There is no way anyone would have run out into that square. I guess maybe if he kills them all, he'll get a fair bit of loot. No, I'm not certain. Following day, I log in and I start having a look out the window. There has been some shots. I'm wondering if maybe they're coming from the tower there. And I'm not sure if that was shot at me or if it was shot at someone else. I didn't hear a ricochet, so it may not have been at me. As I get close to the window, those few other shots makes me think that maybe they are shooting in my direction. It's hard to tell. So I decide to investigate a little further and see if I can see where they're shooting from. I couldn't see anyone. I'm not sure where they shot me from. But I had a fortunate spawn. I spawned just on the outskirts of Cherno. So I rush back into Cherno and I gather what I can along the way. Now I have a gun. I decide to go looking for the person who killed me. I've only got 3 bullets, but I guess I might as well give it a go. I died on top of my loot pile, so there's a very good chance that if they did come and try and loot my body, they found all my loot pile. There's no sign of anyone nearby, and even the zombie's not aggro. So I'm not sure where the shots were coming from. I have taken a while to loot all my equipment on the way here. Possibly have taken too long. I decide to go to the top of the office block. There's every chance that they're up the top there, just waiting for me to come up. But I did go up this back ladder. I haven't seen many people climb this back ladder. But again, they could just be up there, ready to shoot me the second I pop my head up. Can't hear anyone. I don't think anyone's up here, but I am still very cautious. No one being up here, I decided to try and look at the angles that if they were up here shooting, they may have just been able to get me through the window. That's my apartment right there. That's where my loot stash is. That's where my body will be. Someone could have easily shot me from up here. Suddenly hear a infected getting aggro. They sound like they're down here. Infected doesn't look heaps aggro. Oh my god. Ugh, and I miss. I've got one bullet left. Dude, didn't you just shoot me? Oh, there's a dude around here shooting people. He's got no mic. Isn't that rule number 2? I'm going to go with rule number 2. Feel like a bit of an ass because it obviously wasn't him. He doesn't have the right guns or ammo for it. But I'm pretty certain if the roles were reversed, he would have shot me just as quick. If not quicker, really. I decide it's time just to go check, see what's happened. I've got no more bullets in my revolver. I can hear the flies upstairs that are most likely on my corpse. I've fallen forward. It makes me think I've been shot in the back. I wonder if I've finally fallen foul for the official hackers. Thanks for watching all the way to the end, guys. It does mean a lot to me. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. My channel is growing really quick at the moment, which is great to see. So I really appreciate it. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.